Broncos Texans coming up on EA Sports as we get set for today's Week 10 matchup.
Before kickoff, one last thought. Both teams coming in off a W.
Both teams confident. They think they have all the answers. And when a team thinks it has all the answers, look out. Usually means an exciting game is about ready to unfold.
This game has officially begun. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Texans from the 22.
Wide to the left.
Has 12 on this play. At the 34, 66 yards from pay dirt. First down at the 34. Reed is there and makes the play. Now here's a look at the Texans offense, starting with the offensive line. And they have leaned on this line to help clear the way for the third most dangerous running attack in the league. The Texans come out with a split backfield. Second down and 7. Sankey's ready to run off the screen.
That's what you call a bullet pass. Very little space to throw the football into, but it gets it done. A lot of velocity, right on target.
The Broncos with a nickel look here on defense. First and 10. They'll go ground. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Jim, let's keep our eye on the defense. If they keep giving up runs like this, they're going to have to change what they're doing on the defensive side. Maybe bring another guy down in the box to stop those runs.
Hundley is setting up now in the pistol. The Texans take it from the 43. Gurley's tackled down at the 43. And now here's the Broncos defense. Virtually no one has run on this defensive unit this season with any success. The Texans now on third down. Just a week ago, they converted at a high rate in third down situations. The Texans call a timeout, and we'll step aside and be back in just a moment. It'll be third down. Gets it again. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down. That's a nice, powerful statement as they establish the run at the beginning of this game.
Now, Jim, you're right. I'm going to give the offense a little credit here, but, you know, somewhere, I don't know, maybe the defense will have to put some weights in their pockets. You got to hang in there and make the tackle.
The Texans lined up, bunch formation. Hundley has got it in the gun. DeAndre Hopkins with the grab. Ducks out of bounds.
Nice job by the offense. Now they're inside the 30. You get in a position like this, you got the defense guessing. You know you got 3 points, so now you can take some shots at the end zone.
Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. Rays all over the ball carrier.
Well, that time the quarterback runs the option play. He goes down the line of scrimmage. Probably should have pitched it. He keeps it. Defense all over him, and they tackle him for a loss of yards.
2 yards to go to pay dirt. Second and goal from the 2. And here's the toss.
Runs it across for the touchdown. That's a big way to get the momentum in your favor with that touchdown, Phil.
Yeah, nothing like it. Midway through the first quarter, you're on top of the other team, and you just feel like, hey, we got things under control, and you're putting pressure on the opposition to go out there and try to make something happen.
The Broncos back deep, ready to receive.
Royals running this one out. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21.
Double tight end formation.
First down at the 21.
Just tosses it incomplete.
Now that we have a moment, here's a look at the Broncos offense. Last week they were motoring up and down the field, throwing for over 350 yards.
Second down and 10.
Anderson's going to take the handoff now. Following the run, it's now 3rd and 7. The Broncos will line up. The first down markers right at the 31-yard line.
A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one.
Demaryius Thomas takes the hit and is brought down.
My gosh, the wide receivers in the NFL now, it's incredible. It's not that you have one. Every team has 2 and 3, and some have 4. Good job that time by him hauling in that pass.
This defensive front has been the talk all week long. And Phil, we met with them in our production meetings this week. They know they'll have a chance to get to the quarterback today.
Royal on the reception for a gain of about 5.
You got to be able to adjust when you run these drag routes across the field. The throw cannot always be right on target. Can you reach behind, make the catch, and keep going full speed? That's the sign of a good receiver.
3rd and 5.
Sanders has got the catch and the first.
When you run that drag route across the field, it is not as easy as it looks. When you're running fast, you have to catch the football right in stride, and you cannot see what's in front of you.
The Broncos go with 2 tight ends on this play. Tosses the football. That's a gain of 10.
If you're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get 4 carries.
They're able to move the chains after that last run.
The Texans lined up in the nickel. To the ground. And that's a gain of 9.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
The Broncos come out. Jumbo package on the field.
Second down and 2.
Here's the handoff. And that's Watt in on the stop, and this will go for a loss.
The defense accepts the penalty.
Well, we still got a close game here, and you got to try to keep it that way. It's 3rd and long, and you're losing the football game. Don't take a chance on the offensive side. Wait for your next opportunity.
Let's go.
The Broncos snap it at the 31. And it's knocked down.
Well, when you get in a situation like this, Jim, and you get 3rd and long, I'll tell you what catches a defense by surprise. Run a double move on the outside against the defensive back, because everybody in the stands and the defensive players all think they're going to throw it short.
The Broncos snap it at the 31.
Looking across the middle.
The Broncos don't have a lot of options on 3rd and long situation. The pass goes incomplete, and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
field goal attempt is good. It's good.
This guy's a threat anytime you cross midfield. Really, he can kick it from 60 yards. Great leg strength. What a weapon to have on your side.
The Texans ready to take that football down the field.
And Morris is going to test the coverage here. He's tackled right at the 24. That return's good for about 24.
The Texans offense coming back onto the field. It was a good drive for them the last time they had it, all the way down to the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, you know, in this game, Jim, it's all about momentum. And when you feel you got the momentum on your side, you got to take advantage of it. So now I think it's up to the offensive coordinator to call the right plays.
The Texans have it at the 24. Hundley is tackled down at the 24.
This is definitely a design run by the quarterback here. It's a good call, but defenses in the NFL, they have gotten wise to the running quarterback. They are not fooled. They stuff him for no gain on that play.
Second and 10.
Gets the handle here. And he's tackled down after picking up the first.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
Hill's playing out of position in the backfield here. First down at the 37. Antoine Bethea makes the hit.
Well, that's a really good job by the quarterback that time, breaking the tackle and picking up some yards.
After running it, it's second down.
The Broncos defense now is going to go nickel. Hundley is back in shotgun formation. Breaks free, and that's a gain of 10. Here's the football marked at the 47. First down at the 47. Gurley's got it. Screen. Barrows all over that offense and brings him down.
Quarterback should have never thrown at that time. Even though he completes the pass, he should have seen the defense was right there. A loss of a couple yards.
The Texans all bunched up here as they get set at the line. Hundley is standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Gets it out for the completion. Third down now. Hundley is going to take it from the gun. Got hit on release.
The Texans put themselves in a situation where the defense has all the advantage. They know the pass probably has to go down the field on third and long, and they were ready for it.
The Texans will punt the football.
That beautifully executed punt now really will help out this defense, forcing the opposition to start the next drive inside the 10. First down now in a dangerous spot here.
Let's go.
Handoff made. Mukamara's there to make the tackle.
Well, you can't knock them all down, and sometimes the running back has just got to break a tackle. Good job that time.
Second and 2.
Toss to the outside. Jackson's the one who made the big stop.
The Texans defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff.
On the way, third down.
The Broncos will look to get to the 13 to pick up a first. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Another third down stop right there and into the second quarter of play now. We really haven't seen this offense on track quite yet.
Yeah, let's give all the credit to the defense. I like how they're playing on the defensive side. The defensive coordinator's making good calls, and they are making it happen.
This punt ball is out.
Ball is picked up, and now he's taking it back the other way. Well, one of the reasons why you put your fast guys on the kicking team, because you want them to run down there and hit the returners hard. That was a great hit, causes a fumble, and they recover.
The Texans defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Jackson, that time, in on that tackle.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go, and they stop him for a short gain.
The Broncos come to the line with a bunch set. Thomas has got it on a pass that had some heat.
This next play comes from the 30.
Let's see how they back up the big play here.
Anderson's taking the handoff.
That tackle was made at the 27-yard line. After the 2-yard carry, it sets up second down and 8.
The Broncos are at the line of scrimmage with a spread formation.
From the gun. Throws the pass.
And it's on the money to Emmanuel Sanders. The Broncos now inside the 20. A week ago, they converted time and time again inside the red zone. First and goal from the 7.
Could have been intercepted that time by Moore.
It's a nice play that time by the defense. The offense is inside your red zone. You got to stop them from scoring. That was a good job of swatting the football away.
And here we have second down.
The Texans with a nickel look here on defense. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it.
When you get third and goal, a lot of times it just comes down to who's willing to fight the hardest. We'll find out here in a second.
Loss of 3 on the play. Now moving the football to the 10-yard line.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Third and goal from the 10.
Got drilled as he throws it. Should be an easy one here.
And he converts here on the field goal try. That field goal narrows the gap here in the early part of the second quarter, Phil.
Yeah, it was a good drive, Jim, that time. It's a morale booster. It gives you energy and did everything for your football team. I know it was just a field goal, but I thought it was very important for the football team.
And Morris has got it. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Texans bringing their offense onto the field. It wasn't a very productive possession for them last time out, partner. They ended up punting.
Well, you know what it was? It was a good filling out process. So they got some knowledge by watching the defense and what defenses they tried on them. So you got to take advantage of that knowledge and come out here and make some plays.
The Texans take it from the 23. Barrows there to take it down.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work. Look at the linebackers moving around. They're trying to confuse the quarterback.
Gurley's taken down at the 40.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
The Texans come out in the pistol.
First down and 10.
They're going to stay on the ground.
Nice job that time by the defensive end. He's not fooled by the run play. He holds his position and makes the tackle.
Hundley is going to take the snap from the shotgun. There's a flag out.
The line of scrimmage is the 33.
After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Gurley's taking it on the screen. That's a gain of 10.
Jim, this time it's a halfback screen. Nice job by the quarterback. The halfback, good job after catching it. Picked up some good yards.
It's first down as they head to the line. Sankey's got it on the handoff. And Eric Reed brings a halt to that last attempt.
The line of scrimmage is the 14.
Second down, 2 to go.
Comes down with the defender tips it out.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, it can make a big play.
Third down. The Broncos lined up in the nickel. And a flag comes out. Gurley has the good catch. Houston in the end zone. Gurley's second touchdown of the game.
When you look back at every single game, especially on the offensive side, you win and lose games by how well you play in the red zone. That was an awesome job by the offense. They found a way to score the touchdown.
Extra point is good.
The Broncos back deep, ready to receive.
Royals going to run this one out. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line.
The Broncos stepping back onto the field to get this next drive underway. Their previous possession was a field goal.
Yeah, I think they feel good about that field goal. They made some good plays, and they got down there, and they moved the football, and they got in position where they could kick the field goal. Now you take the knowledge that you gained from that last drive, use it, and try to go down there now and score a touchdown.
They've got to be wondering, though, can they finish off a drive today?
Coming up, second down. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. And incomplete. He was looking for Sanders. Third down on the way. The Broncos will set up. The 28 is the first down line. The tackle's made, and the first down is picked up. First down here after the run.
Let's go.
Anderson's going to secure the football on the toss. The Broncos have it at the 29. C.J.
C.J. Anderson with the catch.
Anderson's taken down at the 33.
It's third down coming up.
Snap it out of the gun. The catch is made by Emmanuel Sanders.
You just can't sit back there and play conservative defense in the NFL. The quarterbacks and receivers are too good. You play safe and you give up the first down.
The Texans defense now is going to go nickel. First down at the 43.
Almost intercepted. After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down.
Anderson's going to secure the handoff. Johnson's the one who brings him to the ground.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time when they stopped the play for a short gain.
The Broncos will take the snap from the 45. Thomas is going to pull in the bullet pass. The Broncos will go for it here on fourth down and a short yardage situation.
For this play, they'll go with two tight ends.
Anderson's handed the football. The Broncos roll the dice and pick up the first on fourth down.
Yeah, I like that analogy. Roll the dice. Sometimes you got to take a chance and hope it comes up 7. Well, I don't know about the 7, but they pick up the first down.
Now first and 10.
Gives it to him again. Anderson's tackled down after a gain of 2. He's averaged about 2 yards a carry on the day.
Mounting a serious drive.
The Broncos at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation. And incomplete. He was looking for Thomas.
And the quarterback, the coaches, his teammates, everybody loves to see a player give that type of effort. How about the receiver just going all out to make the catch? Doesn't quite get there, but the effort is outstanding.
Thomas got it on a pass, had some heat on it.
When you have an offense like this that just keeps getting first downs, not only are they moving in scoring position, but they're giving their defense a lot of rest.
Let's go.
First down at the 28. Anderson's going to take the handoff now.
Good job by the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
This long drive continues.
The Texans defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel from the gun. Finds Thomas. That's 5 receptions on the day.
Thomas is so fast, you have to back off of him. Why? Because you don't want him to run by you and go deep down the field. So that time he breaks the out route, the quarterback puts it right on target, and he makes the catch just short of the first down marker.
Handoff out of the I formation. The Texans decide to take a timeout here, leaving them with only one.
The coach is going to go for it.
Get ready. Press to the up. Press to the up.
The Broncos from the 22. They feed it to him one more time.
The Texans back on the field on offense. They've got to be pleased with the way their offense took shape on that previous drive. which went all the way for a touchdown.
Yeah, their calling card has always been the fact that they like to do both things. They're very conscious of running the football to keep a defense honest. They did that in the last drive, and then they take advantage of the fact they're running it well, and then they play action pass or drop back. They get good protection, and they make it happen.
Boy, it's been a good mix so far, both the pass and run.
Yeah, that's what you want. You want to mix it up, keep that defense thinking, and that's when it works the best.
The Texans come out in a bunch set.
Second down and 10.
And it's incomplete. Just can't hold on that time.
Manage the football game. That's what you have to do as a quarterback. You're winning a close game and it's third and long. Well, manage it. Know what to do. Don't force the play here. If it's not there, throw it away and just punt the football.
Now looking at third down.
Johnson's taking the handoff. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. Looking to go deep. One-handed. Makes the grab.
Offense taken down.
The Texans with no timeouts left.
Breaking huddle at the 15-yard line.
Here's the first snap after the big play.
Gurley makes the grab. Buffet's able to read that play and make the hit.
Corners are backing off here.
And that's going to do it for the first half. We'll be back to Space City, Houston, Texas, for the start of the second half after the break. Okay, Larry, looking sharp back in that studio. Thank you for that. And now we're ready to get the third quarter underway as these teams take the field.
The Broncos back deep, ready to receive.
With this kick, the second half is underway. Royals going to test the coverage this time.
And he's brought to the ground.
And run back of about 19. The Broncos talk things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going. The Broncos just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense.
First down at the 28. And it's caught by Curse.
Well, the only thing I can say about that play, it was better than the incompletion. The quarterback gets the completion, and they pick up a yard or two.
Second down.
The Broncos come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation. Anderson's got it on the handoff.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt. When you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
The corners step back. Third and 3.
Here's Sanders.
The Broncos, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that first down. And, Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another first down, and that'll serve your team well.
First down at the 42. He's in the clear. The 20. The 10. Johnson's there that time for the tackle.
To have a great defense in this league, when you get blocked, if somebody gets out in the open, you think, there goes an easy touchdown. That's why you need speed. So when somebody makes the mistake, the speed covers it up. They were able to catch that running back from behind and get him before he gets into the end zone.
Power surge. Touchdown. Well, whatever was said at the half seems to have done the trick. This team has listened, and now it's anybody's game once again, Phil.
Jim, let's see if I can imitate the coach at half. If you guys don't start playing better, I'm going to cut you. I'm going to put in different starters. And he probably wasn't quite that nice. So they listened, and they came out here, and they played differently, and now they're back in this game. Hey, I like to play. Really creative thought process there, and the offense caught the defense by surprise.
The Broncos getting set for the kickoff. And Morris is running this one out. And the tackle is made. The offense will start their drive from about the 31. The Texans come out onto the field, now looking to get something positive going here to take the lead in this game, Phil, as we start the second half.
Yeah, they would like to do that. Of course, you always want to take the lead, but when you get into the second half and you get on top, man, that starts to put the pressure on the other team. So that's their thinking. I think they will come out here and be very aggressive to start the second half.
Gurley's tackled down at the 31. Second down now. Takes it from the gun. Looking to go down the field here. The ball is taken out of his hands.
Well, but it's third and long. I'll just say this. Be very careful on the offensive side.
They face third down after the incomplete pass. Johnson split out wide on the right.
Look at the signals. The D-line is all shifting down inside. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
The pass falls incomplete, and they fail to pick up a first down on this series. The Texans call on their punter. The punt is kicked out of bounds.
The Broncos offense takes the field here, looking for more of what they got on their last drive, which concluded in the end zone.
Yeah, you can tell. Listen, there's nothing better for an offensive line than to run the football. It gives them confidence. They want to go out there. They want to keep showing the defensive guys that we are physically better than you today. I expect them to run it again.
And now they'll try over again on second down. Anderson's in the backfield. Single back set. With two hands, he has it. He'll pick up 7 this time.
That time the quarterback throws the drag route. It doesn't get a first down, but still it's a good decision by him. The throw was right on target, and he picked up solid yards.
Third down and 1. Here's the quick toss. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up. He's averaged about 2 yards a carry on the day.
Let's go.
First and 10. They'll go ground. They bring him down at the 41-yard line.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
The Texans with a nickel look here on defense. Emmanuel Sanders has the catch. That's his 5th catch of the day.
Good route that time by the receiver on the out route. Nice throw by the quarterback. This is what they call a timing route. Well, they were right on time.
First down at the 49. Up the gut here. Anderson's marked down after a gain of 4.
Well, the head coach loves to run the football, and that's why this running back is one of the top 10 in the NFL in rushing attempts. They keep giving it to him. He shows his toughness by picking up some yards.
Hageman's there to make the tackle. Coming to the line at the 44. From the shotgun. What a hit, and the ball falls incomplete. Midway through the 3rd, and the defense continues to set the stage in this game.
Yeah, a little surprised, aren't you? I think we came into this game today thinking both offenses would have good days and find ways to score. Well, that's not been the case. It's been excellent defense up to this point.
That punt could not have been better struck. And now the defense has the advantage with the opposition, with their backs to their own end zone. The Texans got absolutely nothing out of their previous possession, and here they are back on the field. Another 3 and out, I would have to think, would be very demoralizing to this team right now, Phil.
Yeah, it's going to be demoralizing to the offense, but I'll tell you who's going to be more demoralized is the defense, because they need to sit on the sidelines and get a little rest. So I know there's a lot of pressure on this offense right now.
Second down, tough field position here. The Broncos lined up in the nickel.
Second down and a long way to go.
Mike Evans makes the play. First down here after the completion. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Pulls it in on his way. The 20, the 10, inside, and he's home for the touchdown.
Nowadays, so many kids, they grow up, they want to be wide receivers. I don't blame them. They're out there, they get to catch the football, they get to score touchdowns, they get to do dances, and you're not really allowed to hit them either. What a job.
Let's go now to Danielle Bellini, who has the injury update.
Guys, I just spoke with a Texans official. Right now, the injury is being called lower body related. And, guys, it's serious enough to keep him out of this game. Back to you.
And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. First down at the 19. Muscles through the defender and picks up maybe 3 or 4. He's averaged about 2 yards a carry on the day. Second down coming up.
Let's go.
Anderson's going to secure the handoff. Williams is there to take him down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
This is third down. The Texans defense now is going to go nickel. They'll run it off the toss. Another third down conversion. The offense continues to come through in the clutch.
The Broncos did a good job that time picking up the first down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind in the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
Dropping back now into the shotgun. Down the field. And he comes down. No, the defender tips it out.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good, and the football falls incomplete.
Get ready. Get ready.
2nd and 10. And he's taken down.
Well, every defense is looking for somebody to sack the quarterback, and that time the speed of the defensive end gets around the tackle and gets the sack.
The defense just mauling the quarterback. It'll be 3rd and 16 after the sack. He rips it right out of the wide receiver's hands.
Got to give this secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass.
Fields it cleanly and starts his return.
Gains 15. Milner is able to show off his talent on that punt return that time. What speed and quickness that allows him to break through some of that coverage and picks up good yards.
In plus territory at the 49. The Broncos will come out in the dime. 1st down at the 49. Gurley's out there to receive the screen pass.
Second down and 10. Gurley's handed the football. Third down following the run.
The Texans lined up, bunch formation. Hundley has got it in the gun.
The catch by Hopkins.
Well, the defense, they give them a 1st down there. They're behind. They just can't sit back there and keep bending. You got to take some chances. Go on the offensive, on the defensive side, and just make things happen.
Hundley has now completed 4 in a row. The Texans offense tries to continue some momentum, still possessing the football as the final quarter gets underway.
They come to the line, and it's 1st down.
The Texans will line up in a full house set. The final quarter underway now with this snap. Hundley is marked down at the 27.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a 1st down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
2nd and 6. Gurley's going to take the handoff now.
The Texans really got it going now. They got confidence. They got momentum. They got a small lead here in the 2nd half. And that 1st down, what does it do? It just gives the offensive coordinator confidence. And, of course, this quarterback, he is always ready to go.
1st and 10.
Sankey's got it on the screen. Talib's in on the tackle.
The Texans have been awesome today on 1st down. That time, it's a nice play design. They throw the football. It picks up solid yards. 2nd and short. Boy, that's what every offense likes to be in.
2nd and 2.
They'll run it here.
Searching for space to the right.
Third and 2 here after the run. Sankey lines up as the single back here. On the money. Houston, touchdown. That's his 9th touchdown catch this year.
Tight ends are becoming a bigger and bigger part in the passing offense in the NFL. It leads to a touchdown this time. Nice job by the big guy just getting in position to make the catch.
The Broncos back deep, ready to receive.
Royals got it on the return. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line.
The Broncos stalled on their last drive, forced to punt. So now the offense comes back out onto the field.
Yeah, they're coming back out. They lack confidence, and I understand why. They came out, couldn't get anything done. The defense was flying around making the plays. They got to change the tempo of this game.
First down at the 26. Incomplete. The hit jarred the ball loose.
Well, they always say if you get your hands on the football, you got to make the catch. Yeah, right. The guy that made that rule up wasn't getting hit as he was trying to catch the football. Nice hit that time by the defender.
The Texans defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. The Broncos snap it at the 26. Intercepted.
He's got a little bit of daylight here. Taking it all the way home for the touchdown.
You talking about getting your team full of emotion and getting everything on your side. How about that interception by the defense and then taking it back all the way for the score?
And the point after is good. The Texans are ready to kick it away.
Royals going to test the coverage here. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
The Broncos offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake the last time they had the ball. The turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake. Let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
The Broncos from the 22. Anderson's taking the handoff.
This will be second down.
And here's the pass incomplete.
This is frustrating for a coach. You call a play, you get the receiver down the field on a corner route, and your quarterback cannot put it on the target.
The offense now needs to pick up the first here on third down after that incompletion.
Out of the shotgun.
Demaryius Thomas with the grab.
The defense will take the penalty.
I love seeing the post route against defenses that are up there being aggressive, trying to stop the run. You go down the field. How about that? Stick that foot into the ground, make that break at 10 yards, and run right down the middle of the field on that post route.
Green's there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it.
They bring in the extra tight end.
The Broncos snap it at the 41. And the reception by Anderson. The Broncos with an empty backfield look here. The Broncos snap it at the 36. Fowler's got it on a pass that had some heat.
A foot race to the end zone. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown.
Well, we're talking about some of the fastest humans on earth. And we take into account you can't touch them or breathe on them. That's how they're able to get open and make so many catches.
The Texans ready to receive the kick.
And Morris is going to run this one out. Able to move past the 20 and And brought down at the 23.
The Texans come out for the next possession, having reached the end zone on each of their 2 previous drives.
Yeah, it's been good stuff to watch, no doubt. You know, the offensive side, the offensive coordinator is right in tune with the quarterback. They're calling exactly the plays that need to be called because of the situations, and the quarterback has been hot throwing the football.
That's a gain of 8. Second down after that pass play. Gurley's got it on the handoff. The tackle is made at the 40-yard line. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
The defense, when they watch this tape tomorrow, they are going to get their rear ends chewed out. Look at the broken tackles that time by the running back.
The Texans will take the snap from the 40. And that's good for only a yard or 2. Let's go now to Danielle Bellini, who has an injury update.
Guys, I had a chance to speak with a Broncos team official. All they're saying right now is that it's an upper body injury. But, guys, it's not one that will hold him out much longer. Back to you.
The Broncos defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense.
Trying to fight through right up the middle of the field. It'll be 3rd down.
Hill's a tight end, but lined up in the backfield for this play.
He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit here, Jim Nantz. Good job on the option play. They just attacked the offense. The quarterback kept the football, but there's nowhere to run, and he lost yards.
A punt just like it was drawn up, and now the defense has them backed into the corner.
The Broncos now ready to take over again on offense. They were successful on their previous drive, getting the ball all the way to the end zone. I'm sure they're looking for more of the same right now.
Oh, absolutely. That's what you always want. You want to find your way to the end zone, and so many people contributed on that last drive, and you've got to give the coaches a lot of credit for putting the players in excellent position.
That picks up 7. After the pass play, gain 7. 2nd and 3 on the way. Wasting no time now for this next play. Out of the gun.
That's a ball that should have been caught.
So many times when you drop a football in the NFL, a pass like that, it's because of lack of concentration. You're just not serious about what you're doing.
3rd down now. The Broncos are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback.
He'll throw it over the middle.
Incomplete, looking underneath that time.
The Broncos will second-guess that play call. That time on 3rd and short, they throw the football. Everybody thought they were going to run it. They were trying to be too clever, and it backfired. Now it's 4th down.
The Broncos have decided now to go for it on 4th down and a short yardage situation.
Let's go.
They'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. The Broncos turn the ball over on downs.
I'm not going to disagree with the coach at all making that decision. 4th and short, he just figures his offense, we can get this. Well, he was wrong. Now you hope the defense can come out there and stop him.
They're winning the field position battle right here as they start the next drive.
No margin for error from just outside the goal line. Easy catch there. No one near him.
If I'm on the defense and the offense is this close to scoring, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I am sending everybody. I am going to gamble that it is a run. If they have the courage to throw it, let them. If they do, of course it'll be a touchdown.
Hundley is completion percent. Touchdown, Texans.
Gurley's 5th rushing touchdown of the season. The Texans for the extra point.
Driving extra point is good.
The Broncos back deep, ready to receive.
Royals going to test the coverage this time.
The Broncos back out there on offense. Their last drive, they had 4th down on their own side of midfield. They decided to go for it instead of punting the football away. We both were wondering why.
Oh, man, some people just never learn. They keep going for it on 4th down when they're in their own territory, and it always backfires. And what do you expect? Well, I know what you can expect, another loss. You just got to be smart with your decision-making when you're managing a football game.
The Broncos have it at the 29. 2 hands on the football and has the catch.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
The Broncos line up in the pistol offense. The Broncos snap it at the 41. Scrambling now. The defense had that one covered.
Nice job that time by the quarterback. He gets outside the pocket because of pressure, but not able to complete the pass.
Let's go.
The Broncos snap it at the 41.
Takes the hit and throws.
Well, your teammates are really going to respect you after something like this. Anytime you're on that field as an athlete, and when you give all your effort to every single play like that time, how about that? Just giving every bit of effort he can to make the catch. Not able to get it. What a job and effort.
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
From the gun. Down the field, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
Get ready. Brad 38. Brad 38.
The Broncos snap it at the 41. And it's batted down.
The Broncos decided to go for it on 4th down that time, and hey, it didn't pay off. And of course, the coach, look at him now. He is second-guessing his decision.
The Texans offense heading back onto the field to start the drive after the result of their last possession was a touchdown. You think they've got another one in them, partner?
Oh, I absolutely do. I mean, just look at it. They got a good football team. The quarterback has great confidence and talent, and you put those things together, that makes you good. It makes you dangerous, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him march down there again.
1st down at the 41. And he's brought down by Antoine Bethea.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go, and they stopped him for a short gain.
It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. Time enough to squeeze in one more play before the 2-minute warning here in the 4th. Antoine Bethea makes the hit. That's a timeout by the defense. Third down coming up at the 2-minute mark.
Here we go. 1-9.
The Texans take it from the 38. Airing it out.
2 minutes to go before this one's in the books. He'll try this one from 55. The kick it's through there. The kick is good.
And that field goal pretty much locks it up. We don't expect any once-in-a-lifetime comebacks on this situation.
I don't expect that. Now it's time to just start thinking then. having good thoughts in your mind. Don't do anything stupid. Enjoy the fact that you played well all day long, and victory is in grasp.
And they crash into him, ending the return at the 20-yard line.
The Broncos really let it all hang out the last time they had the ball, Phil. They went for it on fourth down to their own territory. Let's see if they're a little more conservative with this possession.
Well, you know, it's amazing. I want to say really a good defensive call by the defensive coordinator. But let's be honest, when you're backed up and you go for it on fourth down situation like that, anybody could have made that call. So just a bad decision on the offensive side.
If there was a beat,
Cushing gets to the quarterback.
You know you got a good defense when you can hit the quarterback and sack him when you're only sending your defensive front and no blitzers.
Out of the shotgun formation. Looking across the middle.
Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. They'll go right to the hurry-up. Won't use a timeout here.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
Games in the NFL can hinge on third and short. Who can pick them up and who can stop them? How about that play that time by the defense? They stopped the third and short run, and now it's fourth down.
The Broncos from the 27. And he's tackled at the 34-yard line. The Broncos with the gutsy call, and they convert here on fourth and short.
Yeah, it was. Gutsy call by the offense and the offensive coordinator. But look, this guy's willing to take chances, and he tries these plays and these situations every game, and that time they came through.
Secures it with two hands.
The Broncos are going to use one of the two timeouts they have remaining.
They come to the line of scrimmage. First down.
The Broncos lined up in the pistol. It's Jermaine Kearse coming down with it. Final 30 seconds, and it's a first down.
First down following the long play.
They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Walk with the sack.
Well, if I was that quarterback, I'd be mad after getting sacked like that by the defensive end. Your offensive tackle's just got to do a better job.
at the 31. Here we go.
Let's go.
He's hit as he throws it.
That's what you expect in the NFL nowadays from the players, especially these receivers. They're so aggressive, so athletic. They go all out for every catch. That time, he just lets it all go. Not able to make the catch, but I'll give him an A for effort.
Unable to bring it in.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
Going for it on fourth down.
The Texans with a nickel look here on defense. The Broncos snap it at the 31. That ball has been picked off. He's brought down. That's got to be it. That's got to be the game ender here, partner. The interception basically ices it.
It does. You know, sometimes when you're behind as a quarterback, you take a chance, and that time the chance was just too great. Nice play by the defense.
One more play, and it's in the books. Nothing like being a little greedy in this league as the win streak adds another victory to the column.
Oh, you're right there. When you're talking about winning, everybody wants to be greedy, and there's a reason why they're winning. They're hitting more than the other team. They're hitting harder. They want it more, and a lot of times will has a lot to do with the outcome of NFL.